In Africa's savage wilderness, survival demands perfection. Every creature relies on skill, weaponry, brute strength, or tenacity to stay on top. For the continent's great opportunists, every chance must be seized. These are Africa's deadliest. Tucked away in a northern corner of Zimbabwe, a regal pride of lions waits out the heat of the day. In the short grass, they pose little threat. But sometimes an opportunity rumbles past. In the shape of a panicked buffalo. Catching one takes skill, which some cats still lack. A united herd presents a wall of sharp horns and short tempers. The lions know when to back off. Their time will come. This pride has an unusual talent. They hunt elephants. And the herds here know it. Just the sight of the pride sends the matriarch into a frenzy. She must teach the next generation how to deal with the threat head-on. Although most lions rarely target elephants, their hostility is still intense. In the bright midday sun, the elephants have the upper hand. But night is coming. In the dwindling light, the elephants quench their thirst. Their nocturnal vision doesn't hold a candle to the big cats, tipping the balance of power. Now, in the dead of night, it is the pride's time to shine. They dance among the shadows, waiting. Here's their chance. A young bull separated from the herd. It takes teamwork. Hunting elephants is high risk, high reward. As the weeks pass, a pile of bleached bones and dried skin, tenderly mourned by the young bull's family, is all that remains of the battle. Most bushveld creatures don't often get treated to a free lunch, especially when lunch is perfectly adapted to detect predators. Lone impala are more vulnerable to attack, so they rarely stray far from the herd. As one grazes, others keep an eye out. To catch them, hunters need to become invisible. This female leopard has it figured out. To succeed, she needs to be within meters of her prey. And every centimeter gained brings her that much closer to a meal. The leopard, within leaping distance of the impala, has only one chance to make a kill. The herd is oblivious. Suddenly, the wind changes and they tense. They cannot see her, but they can smell her. That's all it takes to blow her cover. Leopards succeed only about a third of the time. The effort takes a toll. Too many failures could mean starvation. She will have to try again someplace else. A new herd, a new tactic. She takes the high ground to track their movements. Impalas have excellent vision, but they don't have eyes on the top of their heads. She hasn't eaten in days, forcing her to take a leap of faith. It pays off. The impala, killed quickly, is now a 50-kilogram lunch entree. But other predators won't wait for an invitation to join her. So she can hoist 1.5 times her own weight to her private dining room. When it comes to keeping safe from predators, the baboons of Kenya have a distinct advantage. Their troops, as large as 150 members, are guarded fiercely by massive males. Whose 5-centimetre-long canines make Dracula's fangs look like milk teeth. The guards don't play around. Under their protective gaze, the troop spends its days foraging. Mostly, these intelligent, powerful primates rely on plants and insects to fuel their muscular bodies, but they'll adapt to what's available. Every so often, when conditions are just right, a meteor opportunity presents itself. As the migrating flocks of flamingos tint the shallow lakes pink, the baboons begin to see red. Kenya's shallow salt pans blush as thousands of pink flamingos descend. They're drawn here after the rains for the blooms of plankton suspended in the warm brackish water. Their upside-down beaks filter a mouthful of water 20 times a second. Filters in their bills, called lamella, separate the tiny crustaceans and algae they feed on. Pigments in their food dye their feathers that famous pink color. Flamingos are powerful, long-distance flyers that travel thousands of kilometers in search of the perfect feeding grounds. But a fast getaway isn't their strong suit. And the baboons know it. The troop nonchalantly gathers at the water's edge, hiding their intentions. The flamingos slip into slightly deeper water, where the baboons can't easily reach them, keeping a beady eye out for foul play. This big male needs a new plan. Feigning disinterest, he ambles across the bay to where the flock has strayed into the shallows. And then reveals his true colors. He prefers his meat served pink, and this rare serving of protein is worth waiting for in the blistering 40-degree heat. Every creature has its own tactics for grabbing a meal. Though sometimes the roles get reversed. A hyena can't shake its scavenger reputation, even though it's a crafty hunter. While in many parts of Africa, the lions become the real scavengers. When it comes to food, hyenas seldom back down. And if this lioness plans to grab a bite, she's going to have to fight for it. It's a tantalizing opportunity for a free meal, but she may have bitten off more than she can chew. The balance of power is always shifting between these two archenemies, and it boils down to a game of numbers. She calculates her odds as she stalks ever closer. One-on-one, the lioness easily bullies a single hyena. But when they gather as a clan, it's a game changer. The lion's alone, though not for long. Her sister's arrival sends the clan scattering. To avoid bloodshed, they must find food elsewhere. Their massive size, powerful jaws and gangster-style technique means they can take down one of Africa's heavyweights. Cape buffalo. At nearly a ton each and armed with huge meter-wide horns, they don't make easy targets. A calf simplifies things if they can separate it from the herd. Their plan is simple yet effective. Start a stampede. A buffalo can outsprint a hyena, but the herd lacks the clan's stamina. Running them to exhaustion weeds out the weak. The pride notices the commotion. Hyenas are speed eaters, devouring about a third of their own body weight in one sitting. They can strip a carcass in a matter of minutes, but that might not be fast enough once the lions make their move. Lionesses shy away from large clans of hyenas. But the pride has a trump card. Here comes the dominant male. He's a born warrior, prepared to take on the entire clan over food. The clan has lost more than a kill to the lions. They've lost bragging rights to being Africa's ultimate opportunists. And the hyena's problems are just beginning. They're so focused on the male devouring their hard-earned meal, they're forgetting the females, who are closing in fast. This time, it's not about the food, it's a matter of pride. The hyena clan's attention is on their stolen dinner. They haven't spotted the danger. The lionesses seize an opportunity of their own, and it's not the meat they want. By the time the hyena turns tail, it's too late. Sneaking up on a hyena is not easy, and the pride pounces on this moment of weakness with ferocity. As seasons turn, the drying pools can spell disaster for some and opportunities for others. A saddle-billed stork, the tallest stork in the world. He has chosen this waterhole for a good reason. Catfish circling helplessly in the dwindling pool. Just like taking candy from a baby. But there's a catch. Pirates. A juvenile African fish eagle is learning an easy way to bag a meal. The stork shakes off his defeat and tries again. A potential partner's beady eye is on him. He can't afford to lose face. He usually nips off their spines before swallowing. This catfish is anything but spineless. It escapes, but not for long. The stork's missed his chance, but the eagle's sharp eyes and talons don't miss a beat. Birds aren't the only ones who fancy the catch of the day. A Nile monitor, one of Africa's longest lizards, swaggers in to investigate. Monitor lizards are carnivores, overpowering their prey with strong reptilian jaws. Today's special is catfish. As one of Africa's most voracious predators of its size, the Nile monitor seldom shies away from a challenge. The stork watches helplessly as another catch slips through his beak. The female gets it right the first time, gobbling up her fish, spines and all, before the sneak thieves get a chance. Clever girl. In the unforgiving Kalahari, where dust is plentiful and water's scarce, lies a hidden oasis. This small pan is a haven for wandering animals. Cape turtle doves share the water with huge flocks of Namaqua sand grouse. The males soak their sponge-like breast feathers to carry 2 precious tablespoons of water back to their parched chicks. The process takes time and provides the perfect opportunity to be ambushed. A black-backed jackal, one of Africa's most adaptable little canids. He can survive on anything from plants to carrion. He's also a sly little hunter. Hoodwinking a flighty flock of birds will take all his cunning. He spies the prize, Cape turtle doves. With nowhere to hide, his strategy is to barrel in full tilt and hope to get lucky. He strikes out. Foiled again. The doves, wise to his scheme, retreat to the treetops. The jackal is not ready to fold just yet. A flock of sand grouse could tip the odds in his favor. One last throw of the dice. Jackpot. Along South Africa's west coast, Cape cormorant males prepare for a very different opportunity. Mating season. But not before they prove to be good providers. Nest building takes energy as the males enthusiastically gather building materials. Kelp, washed ashore by the tide, is in high demand as each male tries to score the best fronds for his partner's nest. The female builds a home with her mate's offerings, where she'll carefully lay their eggs. The monogamous pair must watch over their nest like hawks. Ever-present kelp gulls are always hatching plans to sneak an early bird breakfast. Kelp gulls, the coastline's answer to the vulture. They're here to scout the high tide line for tasty morsels of nearly anything. Cormorant eggs will do especially nicely. A short drop and lunch is served. For these egg bandits, the real jackpot is the much larger African penguin eggs. They have an extra layer of security, a deep burrow guarded by a parent with a long beak and a short temper. For the gull, the rewards outweigh the risk. Here's what the gull's been waiting for: an empty nest. He must swoop in on his chance while he can. The flightless penguins can only watch as their egg becomes a scramble. Animals who rely on the Luangwa River have a different problem: drought. Buffalo herds must make a daily trek to whatever water their leaders can sniff out. The coast is clear. The lions are too full to re-enter the danger zone, even to protect their kill. Now the wake arrives. Just like the vultures, the hyenas can smell opportunity. Within minutes, they've reduced the kill to just a few scraps of bone and horn. It's all about taking what you can, when you can. It's also about playing to your strengths. For this hyena, in the lush, waterlogged landscape of the Masai Mara, it means following her nose. The presence of vultures confirms what her nostrils suspect: a rotting carcass. There's a hitch for early birds first on the scene. They don't mix well with water. They're big birds with huge wings, and if they fall in, they might not get out. Something hyenas will take full advantage of. They're not above eating a fellow scavenger. But the main course is floating in the middle of the pond. For the hyenas, there's only one way of reaching it: throw a pool party. Surprisingly, hyenas are good swimmers. But eating and treading water is no easy feat. Hyenas will face off against lions over food. A little water shouldn't stop them. The bloated carcass has become an edible raft, but it has a weight limit. This youngster chickens out. The rest of the clan's not convinced it's worth the effort either. The lone Diana's braved the water for her reward. But getting in also means getting out. With no graceful exit, for dessert, she swallows her pride. She'll wait for the water to subside before trying that again. While hyenas and vultures have powerful stomach acids to handle rotting, disease-riddled meat, this soldier of fortune has an entirely different skill set. The cast-iron stomach of this African civet enjoys toxic invertebrates like millipedes. He's also a dung heap diver. They're often filled with his favourite snack, dung beetles, Africa's clean-up crew. Although civets are mostly nocturnal, cool days sometimes coax them out with the promise of a big meal. And as the day begins to heat up, so do the reptiles. Don't let his cute raccoon impersonation fool you. He can turn deadly in a flash. He'll retreat to his burrow until nightfall, when he'll resume his hunting mission. He's an unfussy omnivore, and almost anything will do. Birds' eggs are a protein-packed starter. But it's the fish course he's most interested in. He's more skittish around the water than his very distant hyena relatives, but he'll overcome his trepidation for a meal this size. He must make the most of each chance because for him and all the creatures out here, every moment provides an opportunity to succeed or fail.